Check your lifestyle. Which of the people are you most like? Why?
Arthur is really into fitness. He works out at the gym regularly. He runs frequently, and he plays tennis twice a week. From time to time, Arthur goes rock climbing.
Rifa is a health food fanatic. She normally eats vegetarian meals. She hardly ever eats meat. She never drinks coffee, but she loves herbal tea. Sometimes she drinks 6 cups a day.
Khalid hates any type of physical exercise. He enjoys challenging puzzles like Sudoku. He spends most of his free time playing video games or solving puzzles in magazines.
Josh is an internet addict. He seldom spends less than 3 hours a day on the computer. While he's chatting online, he often checks his cell phone for text messages.
Nura loves shopping. When she walks into a department store or a mall, she always buys something. She spends a lot of money, but she says shopping makes her happy.
Martin works very hard. He always takes work home from the office, and he rarely takes a vacation. He's really devoted to his job.
Your profile. Answer the questions about your habits and routines. How many hours a day do you watch TV? How long do you talk on the phone a day? How much money do you spend a week? How much time do you spend on the internet? How often do you exercise? How often do you go shopping? How many hours a day do you sleep? What 2 activities do you do very often? What 2 activities do you hardly ever do? What activities do you think you overdo?
A.
So, Martin, how often do you watch TV?
I seldom watch TV. I have no time.
Tell me, Nura, how much time do you spend shopping?
A lot of time. I shop every weekend.
So, Martin, how often do you watch TV?
I seldom watch TV. I have no time.
Tell me, Nura, how much time do you spend shopping?
A lot of time. I shop every weekend. Do you have a cell phone? Where do you live? How often do you get a haircut? How much time do you spend on the internet? Do you have a cell phone? Where do you live? How often do you get a haircut? How much time do you spend on the internet?
How often do you go to the gym?
I work out every day, except weekends. I'm a bit of an exercise freak.
Exercise turns me off.
Anyway, what are you doing now?
I'm checking my email.
How much time do you spend on the internet?
A lot. I take my smartphone with me wherever I go. My friends say that my smartphone is really my best friend. You see, I can access the internet almost anywhere. How often do you go to the gym?
I work out every day, except weekends. I'm a bit of an exercise freak.
Exercise turns me off.
Anyway, what are you doing now?
I'm checking my email.
How much time do you spend on the internet?
A lot. I take my smartphone with me wherever I go. My friends say that my smartphone is really my best friend. You see, I can access the internet almost anywhere.
Your ending. What do you think Omar answers?
1. I prefer to exercise my body, not my thumb. 2. I only use my computer to send and receive email. 3. I don't have a cell phone. I don't want people calling me all the time. Cell phone obsession, negative or positive? Yakety yak yak. All around, you hear ringtones of cell phones, and you see people who are talking on the phone in public or sending text messages. This use of cell phones may signal more than normal communication with friends and family. For some teenagers, this craze may be a sign of unhappiness and anxiety. Cell phones are definitely part of today's youth culture. 60% of U.S. teens have cell phones, and soon, over 50% of kids ages 8 to 12 will have them too. Students in grades 7 through 12 spend an average of an hour a day talking on their cell phones. That's about the same amount of time that they devote to homework. The majority of cell phone usage is for text messages, and heavy users check for replies frequently. The heaviest users check their phones approximately every 10 minutes. They often become irritated when other people don't respond to their messages quickly. Heavy reliance on a cell phone can become a problem and an obsession. According to the Los Angeles Times, a survey of 575 high school students in the United States showed that 2/3 of the students who use their cell phones more than 90 times a day do so because they are unhappy or bored. They score higher on tests that measure depression and anxiety compared to students who use their phones less. However, when they were examined, the frequent users were not found to be clinically depressed. That is, they were not actually in a state of depression that was severe enough to require medical help. The researcher who conducted the study said, "The young people may be unhappy because of a problem in their lives or anxious about their social status. They are trying to make themselves feel better by reaching out to others. Communicating via cell phone makes the addicts feel popular." For teenagers, cell phones are not just objects of communication. They are extensions of themselves. They are tools for keeping in touch. Many teenagers don't agree with the study from the United States, and they say that people who are anxious or depressed wouldn't be sending out messages or making calls. For them, a lot of cell phone use shows that a person is popular and has a lot of friends. What do you think?